Investoru kluba podkāsts. Investē, un esi viens no mums.
Sveiciens Investoru Festivālā. Mans vārds ir Jānis Šķupelis, un es esmu Investoru kluba redaktors. Un tad ar mani šoreiz ir atnācis parunāties Artea bankas valdes loceklis un investīciju pārvaldības nodaļas vadītājs Tomas Vārenbergas. I guess, as I don't know Lithuanian, we should switch to English, yeah? I should switch. So, yeah, should improve Lithuanian. But yeah, firstly, about the festival, how are you feeling?
So, hello everyone. Actually, feeling great, excited. Feel big energy in the room. So, just recently I participated in Estonian Retail Investoru Festival.
Yeah.
It's a massive event,
I know.
without any doubt. But, well, when I saw how many attendees we see today, I believe that, Latvia is in the right direction to catch up Estonians. And really happy to be part of that.
Hopefully, yeah. We need to show those Estonians. Is there any presentation you would like to hear in particular, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. I admire Baltic bonds market.
Uh-huh.
So, there was a nice panel about, recent developments and potential. Well, I admire and I believe that bonds have a good path to develop further because the risk and return of that product in the Baltics is just amazing. And
Okay, then we all know the name Šauļu bankas. Why the change? Tell me about Artea bank's transformation story.
yes, right. We are not Šiaulių bankas anymore. So we are Artea bankas. Look, everything started 2 years ago when we had a change of shareholders. So kind of a successful, well-established local companies joined our shareholders list. And with that change, 1.5 years ago, we approved a new strategy with the aim to be a national champion in Lithuania in 5 years. To achieve that goal, we need to execute some initiatives, and rebranding is one of them. So we need to disconnect ourselves from the fourth largest city in the country, Šiauliai, because we are operating throughout Lithuania, we serve clients throughout Lithuania. So we need, different name in order to target younger generation and to build ourselves as a national champion in the country. Just putting away rebranding, we do have also initiatives which will help us to build a national champion, such as we are putting huge investments into our core platform, core IT platform. It will allow us to be more fast by introducing new products. User experience will increase by that. So many things to do, but rebranding and the change of the name was one of them. And we did that, and we are committed to execute our initiatives as well.
Yeah. So, what do you think about recent performance of Artea Bank stock? So, it has grown by 24% year on year, but it has fallen 13 or maybe even given that Friday was also, but okay, 13%, it is down 30% since February high. So why? And what do you think about all this?
Well, Yanis, well spotted. Look, I would put it a different way.
Okay.
Since announcement of our new strategy, our stock actually price increased by 40-45%.
Mm-hmm.
So it means, our shareholders that was for a long term or which joined recently, we believe in our strategy and on the way the banks develops. Yes, recently the stock price slightly decreased, and I would mention two reasons. So one is we are ex-dividend. We paid generous dividends for our shareholders. So the dividend yield was in the area of 7%. And the second reason, well, we see what's happening around, what's happening in the United States, and the whole financial markets volatility affects us as we are one of the liquidest stock in the Baltics. So, well, we are kind of affected also by the waves that comes from abroad, the Baltics.
This is all interesting to us because we have this investor Andris, this imaginative person, but with a real portfolio, and he owns actually Artea stock.
Well, that's kind of a...
So
there's no doubt on my side.
This whole thing owns
It's inevitable.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Tell me about Artea's new dividend policy and buybacks.
Yeah, last year we approved the new dividend policy. We committed to distribute at least 50% of our net profits for our shareholders, and that it's put into the stone. Buybacks, it's also, and we do see that as an instrument to return the value to shareholders. And well, it depends on the valuation of the bank's rates. Currently, we do see that there is a gap at least 30 or 40% compared to our peers that we benchmark ourselves. So as long as we will see that we are trading at, kind of not a fair value, so we're gonna continue to do buybacks. So we in the process to finish the current program, and we have applied to ECB to get a new approval for another program. So it's kind of for us as a tool to return some value to the shareholders and to show, that our multiples that the stock is trading is cheap and it should catch up with the peers.
All right, what's next? What are the reasons to believe Artea Bank stock will continue to perform well in the future? Also, given that Anders is your shareholder.
Well, Anders should no doubt about us, because we committed to our strategy. We are successfully executing it, as mentioned, with all the initiatives that are put into it. Another thing is operating environment. The bank is making business. Lithuanian macro situation is doing well. GDP growth projection is one of the best in EU. So that's one thing. Another thing, we have a kind of a good development in a regulatory environment in Lithuania. From the beginning of the year, Parliament adopted investment securities account. How it works, investors could trade in account and can offset capital gains and losses, so without any paying tax on its profits. So we do see that such account, when it was introduced in Estonia, it worked well to facilitate the development of the capital markets. So that's one thing. Another thing, we are getting closer to second pillar reform in a country. So again, by taking it as an example, what happened in Estonia in 2021, that was a big catalyst for the development of a stock market, because the clients could take out partially or fully their funds from the second pillar funds and put these funds whenever they want. So someone bought fridges, new car, but a fraction of these funds went to the stock market. And if you check, at that time, what happened in Estonia, so that was one of the best performing markets, stock markets, I would say, probably globally, or at least in Europe.
I see. Okay. So again, what market capitalization you aim to be in future, so to say?
That's easy to answer. 1 billion.
Okay. Good. Maybe in the end, I could ask if there's a recent juicy personal investment story, what could be highlighted, And as we are all people, we are always interested in also in some, we call them fuck-ups. So you choose.
Of course, juicy stories are more interesting for the heart. Well, honestly, I have a big exposure to the banking sector, so I need to diversify my portfolio. And what I have mentioned in the beginning of our podcast, I admire the Baltic bond markets, and I do personally invest in Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonian bonds, because I do see a good, value to get a high return with a really balanced risk profiles, to diversify my portfolio, and to support local businesses, local economies, because we do live here and we have to believe in the Baltic countries.
Okay, and in the end, what advice would you give to investors in these times?
Believe in Baltic countries, I would say. Look, our countries are doing well. Looking to our stock market, fundamentals of listed companies are good. The stocks are cheap compared to United States or Europe. So we have to believe. Look, we can take Poland.
Yeah.
Poland just recently performed super well, kind of a 40% year-on-year return. So, that convergence story should take place, putting aside geopolitical things, that we could, assess better than, foreign investors. So, well, I suggest to believe in our countries and our stock market, Baltic stock market, because it could provide, abnormally high returns.
All right. How can I say? From your mouth to God's ear, we say or no, something like that. Okay. Thank you very much, Thomas. It was nice speaking to you. So, okay.
Good.
Thanks.
Thank you.